When it comes to sedans, if the language of luxury has primarily been spoken in Europe, and specifically I mean Germany, then there's somebody in Korea who's brushing up on their Bavarian accent. Case in point, the Genesis G80. There are a lot of premium midsize sedan choices out there, including the BMW 5 Series, Mercedes-Benz E-Class, Lexus GS, Cadillac CT6, and the Volvo S90. But let's start this with what all of those other options lack, a V6 in their base models. On the G80, there's nary a four-cylinder to be found. Powering the Genesis G80 is either a naturally aspirated 3.8-liter V6, a turbocharged 3.3-liter V6, or a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8. All three of those engine options feel quite refined, yet they still offer a little bit of a gut punch. Yes, that is a good thing in this application. Now, the one that I'm driving is that 3.3-liter turbo, the same that's in the G70 that I absolutely love. And even with the extra weight and size of the G80, I still feel quick acceleration and solid power. The selectable driving modes have a sport setting, but not a Sport Plus setting. So that's one indication that the G80 isn't a super sporty sedan like some of those European competitors. Sport mode livens up the throttle response, holds shifts longer with the transmission, makes the suspension a tad firmer, and adds weight to the steering. A spirited driving experience can definitely be had here. The 3.3T does come in a sport package version that includes sport bumpers, rocker molding, steering wheel, and pedals, but doesn't offer any more juice under the hood like, say, Mercedes-AMG models. Each of those engine options links to an 8-speed automatic transmission, while the 3.3T's version is tuned for sportier shifts. Rear-wheel drive is the base setup for all. However, all-wheel drive is optional for $2,500 on all trim levels. Overall, the driving experience in the G80 is refined and comfortable. If you have a long commute and you want to do that wrapped in a little luxury, definitely get some seat time in this. Speaking of luxury, it really shows up here inside the cabin. There is comfortable room for 5, good headroom, good legroom, even in the rear. See, look at James. Look how comfortable he looks. There's leather covering everything. It's really beautifully designed, but without being stuffy. And look, analog. That screams classy. There are a lot of buttons on the dashboard and steering wheel, but hey, the G80 has a lot of stuff that needs turning on and off, like heated and ventilated seats and an optional power rear window shade. And don't worry, there's still a touchscreen. Base models get an 8-inch one, but that's upgradable to a 9.2-inch version like this one. Yes, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Looking for standard features? Genesis has got you covered with 18-inch alloy wheels, rain-sensing wipers, self-dimming rearview mirror, leather seating surfaces, a hands-free trunk operation, power steering column adjustment, paddle shifters, navigation, and satellite radio. Oh, I'm out of breath. Other optional features with the premium package include those climate-controlled seats, sunroof, and front and rear parking sensors. Move up to the ultimate package and you get power driver seat cushions with bolster support, matte wood trim and aluminum trim finishes, a full-color head-up display, that larger touchscreen, as well as a 17-speaker premium audio system. When it comes to safety, the G80 doesn't skimp either. Lots of standard features show up here, like automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, driver attention alert, blind spot detection, a good thing because the C-pillars tend to be a little on the thick side, lane keep assist, lane departure warnings, and smart cruise control with stop-start. While the exterior design language isn't exactly unique, the G80 is refined and elegant. And let's face it, isn't that what you're looking for in a luxury sedan? Yeah, it is. Gas mileage numbers are compelling, especially since even with this being a luxury car, you don't need to hit the premium gas pump unless you've got that 5-liter to feed. Okay, now let's talk about one of the G80's most compelling features, its price. So with all of those luxury standard options, you're looking at a base price of a little less than $43,000. Every single one of those competitors that I mentioned at the beginning of this video start around $10,000 more. And that is with a lot fewer standard features. Point Genesis. The G80 3.3T Sport starts around $56,500, and the 5.0 begins closer to $58,000. This 3.3T all-wheel drive sport version with all the whistles that I'm driving costs $58,745. All of those versions include a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles of free maintenance, as well as valet and concierge services and roadside assistance. Will this help with Kelley Blue Book resale values? You bet they will. The Genesis G70 is a little bit of a unicorn. It's a roomy premium midsize sedan that's absolutely crammed with standard features. However, it's priced like a German compact. And no, there's nothing chintzy to make that happen. So, you don't really need to know any Korean to figure that out. Except maybe Genesis.